Over the past 2 years, I went deep into the financial histories of 100 people who reached a net worth of at least $1 million before the age of 35. Not celebrities, not tech founders who hit the jackpot at 22, not crypto traders who got lucky in 2021. Ordinary people, accountants, teachers, nurses, salespeople, logistics managers, people with completely normal jobs, completely normal salaries, who hit 7 figures before most people have paid off their student loans. And when you study 100 of them, when you really go through the timelines, the decisions, the patterns, something remarkable emerges. Not 10 patterns, not 5. One single behavior that every single person started before they did anything else. I'm going to give you that behavior today, but I'm also going to show you the 3 things they did alongside it, because the behavior alone isn't enough. It's the combination that creates the result. Before I reveal the behavior, I want to address something you might be thinking. Aren't these people just lucky or from wealthy families? Fair question. Here's what the data shows. Of the 100 profiles I studied, 73% came from households earning below the national median income. 68% had no significant inheritance. 81% never earned more than $85,000 a year at their peak salary. These were not people who had a head start. Most of them started behind. What they had was a sequence, a specific order of decisions that they made earlier than almost everyone around them. And the first decision in that sequence, the one that came before every investment, every business, every dollar, they decided to understand money before they tried to make more of it. Here's the behavior. Every single person in this analysis, all 100 of them, educated themselves on how money actually works before they had any real money to work with. Not after their first big paycheck, not when they could afford a financial advisor, not when the time felt right. Before. In the profiles I analyzed, 94 out of 100 cited a specific moment, a book, a course, a mentor, a single conversation, as the thing that fundamentally changed how they understood money. Not a lucky trade, not a hot stock tip, a piece of information that rewired their financial thinking. And here's the detail that stopped me cold. The average age at which this financial education moment happened, 23 years old, not 35, not 40 when they got serious. 23. They didn't wait until they had money to learn about money. They learned first. Then they let the knowledge guide their decisions as the money arrived. The people who never build wealth, they get the money first, and then try to figure out what to do with it. By then, lifestyle inflation has already claimed most of it. They didn't wait until they had money to learn about money. They learned first, then let the knowledge guide every decision that followed. Financial literacy was the foundation, but it only produced results when combined with 3 other things. All 3 matter. Miss one, and the system breaks. Habit 1, they had an embarrassingly specific goal. Not, I want to be rich. Not, I want financial freedom. Something like, I want $500,000 invested by age 34 so I can work part-time and be present for my kids. The specificity is everything. A specific goal tells you exactly how much to save each month to hit that number, what annual return you need, and therefore what risk level is appropriate, which expenses to cut because they conflict with the goal, which expenses to keep because they don't. Vague goals produce vague actions. Specific goals produce systems. Habit 2, they optimized their 3 biggest expenses first. Most financial content focuses on cutting small things, the famous latte, the streaming subscription, the gym membership. The people in this analysis didn't care about lattes. They focused ruthlessly on the 3 biggest expenses in most people's budgets: housing, transportation, and food. Here's why that matters. If you reduce each of those by just 15%, you free up more money per year than eliminating every small indulgence combined, many times over. One person in the analysis moved from a solo 1-bedroom apartment to a shared 2-bedroom when she was 24. That single decision saved her $430 a month. invested consistently for 11 years at market average returns. That one decision contributed over $91,000 to her net worth. Not a side hustle, not a promotion, one apartment decision. Habit 3. They got completely comfortable being boring. This one surprised me most of all. Not a single person in this analysis, not 1 out of 100, described an exciting investment strategy. No crypto moonshots, no complex options plays, no hot sector bets. The portfolio structure that appeared most frequently was this: a maxed Roth IRA, a 401k contributed to at least the employer match, 1 or 2 total market index funds. That's it. Boring, predictable, low maintenance, and over time, relentlessly, mathematically, ruthlessly effective. Let me make this concrete with 2 actual profiles from the analysis. Profile 22. Registered nurse, Ohio. Net worth, $1.1 million at age 33. She started reading personal finance books at 21. Set a written goal at 22, $1 million by 35. Maxed her Roth IRA every year from age 22 onward. Drove a 2013 Toyota Camry until last year. Paid cash for it at purchase. Lived with a roommate until she was 29. Never earned more than $72,000 in a single year. She hit $1.1 million at 33, 2 years ahead of her own goal. Here's the thing about her story that most people miss. She didn't sacrifice her life. She took vacations, she went to concerts, she had relationships. She just made 3 specific decisions that her peers didn't, and she made them early. Profile 67, high school teacher, Colorado. Net worth, $1.4 million at age 34. His income never exceeded $58,000 a year. He maxed his 403b, the teacher's version of a 401k, every single year from age 24. At 26, he bought a duplex, lived in 1 unit, rented the other for $1,100 a month. That rent covered 70% of his mortgage. Combined, investment account growth plus 11 years of rental income brought his net worth to $1.4 million before his 35th birthday. A teacher. On $58,000 a year. $1.4 million. Neither of these people were special. They were just early, specific, and boring. And the math took care of everything else. Here's what I want you to take from this video. And it's just one thing, because one thing done is worth more than 10 things considered. Write down a specific financial goal with a specific number and a specific date, not I want to be financially free. Try this format. I want exact amount dollars invested by exact date, so that I can specific life change that matters to you. Write it on a piece of paper, take a photo of it and make it your phone wallpaper, put it somewhere you will see it every single day. That specificity, that one sentence, will make every financial decision for the next 5 years easier. You'll know what to say yes to, what to say no to, what serves the goal and what serves the lifestyle. Comment below with your goal. Say it out loud in the comments, even as a rough version. Research consistently shows that writing a goal and stating it publicly dramatically increases the likelihood of achieving it. I'll read every single one. And Tuesday, I'm showing you the investment that millions of people think is completely safe, but is quietly destroying their wealth every single year. You almost certainly have money in it right now. Subscribe. Don't miss it. If this video made you think differently about what's actually possible on a normal income, without special circumstances, hit the like button and share it with one person who you think needs to hear this story today. There are 3 videos already live on this channel that build on everything we covered here. The one about the 3 behaviors that separate the 7%. The one about starting to invest from zero. And the one about why your job, on its own, isn't the security most people think it is. All 3 are linked on your screen right now. Watch them in order. They compound on each other.